Good morning, friend. I am Neeraj Kumar Dinkar. Today we are going to discuss about the responsibility of safety managers. If as a safety managers, then what will be your responsibility at workplace, responsibility and organizations when we are working in organizations. So first we have discuss and explain about these things. So, as a safety professional, safety managers, officers, so please listen carefully. So first we have what is responsibility of safety managers. Safety managers is a core responsibility of save the human life and property and ill health of worker at workplace related the occupational health safety management systems that call responsibility of safety officer, a safety manager. So first we have to how to develop and maintain improvement occupational health safety at your workplace, at your project, entire organization. So develop means how to develop a good health safety cultures and environment at workplace. This is a first responsibility to do that job by safety managers, and to responsible to motivate to workers, motivate the project managers and entire project team to follow the occupational health safety policy as per defined by organizations. Time to time conduct a safety trainings about the EHS policy which are defined by organization and organization. Second thing. Fourth thing, create a safety trainings, awareness trainings among entire workers, all workers, staffs, project managers, and all at all managerial levels conduct a safety awareness trainings. Second thing, incident, accident and near miss first stage investigation at entire project which are under your control, and review the root cause. What is root cause? To minimize and in future learn of them accidents. Fourth thing is there to assist the project manager and promote to implementations of occupational health safety management systems and with safety measures at your workplace, to form an EHS committee meetings, like the safety committee meetings, formulate of safety committee meetings, equal members of entire project teams like the workers, equal members, supervisors, all managerial levels, and workers including contractors, foremen and supervisors. Make a good safety committee members at your workplace and conduct safety committee meetings and explain about the problem, need and expectations of workers, need and expectations of related the welfare, and enter the project related new hazards and identifications and risk assessment, and if going to new technology improvements at your workplace, then explain in safety committee meetings and review the monthly data. So after that, conduct a regular basis site inspections at all project like the machinery, electricals and behaviors. Also conduct safety inspection at your organizations. After that, coordinate of safety audits like the internal audit, external audit at your workplace, and emergency preparedness response plan. Also check the evaluate, conduct a mock drill and monitoring the what is the gap of emergency preparedness plan, and what is observations during the mock drill, and explain about these things all entire project. Answer the relevant safety document like the list of legal requirement as per BOCW Act and rules of BOCW rules 1996. So like the labor license, BOCW registrations, WC policy, and air noise test report, that all are considered time to time review, and time to time compliance should be updated. After that, answer the complaint, answer the entire occupational health safety management system, make a presentations, make a data for lagging indicator and leading indicator at your workplace. So this is a responsibility of safety managers which are going to develop a safety cultures at your workplace. So guys, if anyone asks that questions in any interview, then you can explain it properly to how to develop health safety management systems. That is very helpful to you if you are going to explain in an interview. Second question is there, discuss about the hierarchy hazards controls. You know that hierarchy of hazard control, this is a very fantastic to improvements of health safety culture at your workplace. This is very helpful to you. So guys, you know that 5 type of hierarchy control is there mentioned by hierarchy. So first is there mentioned eliminations of hazards. Eliminate the hazards. How to eliminate the hazards? So guys, this is a design of task and eliminate the hazards. Suppose that one example with share you. We are using back in 2 years, 3 years back, you are using vibrator machine. Vibrator machines was there, petrol vibrator machines. This is very noisily. So maybe impact on health, impact on ears of workers, which are them involved to work. So engineering so eliminate the hazards. What will be replace that equipments and convert in electrical vibrators. Hazards not reduced, but hazard is reduced, but there comes of electrical hazard. So guys, noise hazards already reduced. So we can reduce of environment pollutions and ill health of workers, and very ill health of workers during the more and more noisy machines. So that calls eliminate the hazards. Suppose that one example again share with you. If you are going to on road, there was found a deep acceleration speed. There is no any work, unwanted accelerated speed is there. We have to go and fulfill filling the properly, and means this eliminate the hazards. Eliminate the hazards on workplace. First. Second thing, substitutions. What is means of substitutions? Means reduce materials, equipments, and process less of hazards. Suppose that one example shared with you. Whenever I was working on Infosys project. We are going to dismantle of a passenger lift by manually with using of passenger lift. But some there are very difficult and very highly hazards and danger to eliminate. So we have to reduce of process. We are change the process of dismantling of passenger lift by tower cranes. Each and every mass under the buildings open and carry and put the load and carried out by tower cranes that are reduce of hazards. This is a for example to share with you. After the engineering control, it is a possible to provide mechanical and barriers and guarding and isolated of area. Suppose that we are using of ELCB, earth leakage circuit breakers, because this is a mechanical device. So if you are going to put on a ELCB, then hazards will be reduced. If any workers may be shocked, then automatic trip. And second thing, limit switch. This is also engineering controls. Guarding systems, if you are using of grinder machines, others movable machines, there are provided to guarding. That calls of engineering control. Second, fourth thing is there means administrative control. You know that are aware about this administrative control. What is the administrative control? Suppose that you have to take all action above the actions, above the controls, but administrative controls is defined of trainings, work permit systems, and work permit system, some safety signages, discipline also maintained by administrative controls like the safety checklist, work permit system, safety trainings, toolbox talks, safety posters. So that all are reduce of hazards, hazards by administrative control. After that, supervision also called the administrative control. After that, PPE, last of personal protective equipment. This is a last effective control of PPE. Use of personal protective equipment, avoid the impact with the hazards of personal. PPE only for save of life, which are going to use of PPE, they are only safe. Otherwise, no person. So guys, PPE is a last step, last effective of controls, and first is most effective of controls, eliminations of hazards. After that, what is the percentage? If you are going to discuss about the percentage of reduce of hazards, if you are going to use of eliminations of hazards, that is 100% most effective of hazards controls measures. Second thing is their substitution. If you are going to substitutions control at your workplace, 75% hazards will be reduced. 75%. If you are going to engineering controls, then 50% hazards will be reduced. If you are going to administrative controls, then only 25% hazards will be reduced. If you are going to use of PP, this is a last, and this is a capable to only 5% of hazard reduced at your workplace. So guys, as a safety professionals, you know that this is a very important part, and you all are aware about these things, because of if we are going to conduct a safety interview, then also ask the same. Thanks guys. Thanks. Second, we are going to discuss about the training programs. So guys, discuss about the safety education trainings. As a safety professional, so how to educate the workers and how to educations and trainings conduct at your workplace. This is very important part of work, and you all are aware about these things. So to achieve the objective, you know that if you are some targeted at your workplace related the occupational health safety management system, first target will be you should be prepare of trainings, education training and awareness trainings to achieve the objective and minimize the accident at your workplace. And informations of importance are promotional and motivational. That is main purpose of trainings. This is a very helpful to you if you are going to if you are going to develop a good health safety culture at your workplace. So first we have to create safety awareness training. To create awareness among the workers, two kind of safety trainings is there mentioned. So first we have to safety induction trainings, which are newcomers, which are going to conduct of newcomers, visitors at your workplace. Second thing, job specific training, means specific safety trainings at your workplace. So guys, if you are going to conduct a safety induction training, what will be discussed? First we have discussed about the importance of your family. This is a very heart touching of safety training. If you are going to conduct a safety training, first you should impress the workers and heartily know that what is the importance of family, what is importance myself. Then after that you are going to start the work, your project related. So this is very important trainings to consider about the importance of your family, why you have to come at your on work. So this is first responsibility of your family and yourself. Then you are going to start the work. So guys, first safety induction training. If you are going to conduct safety induction training, then you must be considered about this thing. After that, you know that this is a basic responsibility of project details, client details, side emergency, what is the emergency preparedness response plan, accident in investigations reporting systems, and safe access and hazards of at workplace activity is there. What is activity is ongoing at your workplace, and about aware about this safe access, welfare safety measure system, safety signages, barricadings, electrical hazard, mechanical hazard, staff workers hazard. So you can explain about this thing after conduct of safety training. So guys, also visitor make a mobile phones. What is the use of mobile work? Do not do and don'ts. Some tip, some explain do don'ts. What will be do, what you should do and don'ts at your workplace. So you can consider about this thing. After that, what is means of safety induction training? Suppose that what is meaning, why you have to need safety induction training. First, workers. If you are going to first workers conducted a safety trainings and his family, and after that why need a family and quality improvements and competency mapping, competency level check in the and workers fitness like the medical health checkups, and after that profitably profit, what will be profit if you are going to conduct a safety trainings. Profitably means what will be profits if you are going to conduct a safety trainings with all employers and contractor workers and interested party like visitors. And productivity, if you are going to conduct a safety trainings, you have to minimize the productivity. Your productivity, do not any incident, accidents and awareness will be increased at your workplace because of newcomer not aware about the project details. So this is very fantastic idea to conduct a safety induction training. After that, specific trainings. This is a special safety trainings for the internal and external. If you are going to conduct internal trainings and external, two part of safety trainings. First we have discussed about the what type of trainings. First aid trainings, firefighting trainings, and how to use of extinguishers. Second thing, we can conduct a safety trainings like the confined space safety trainings, electrical safety trainings, and national manual material handling safety trainings, mechanical and physicals. So we can conduct like the height work safety trainings. So this is call of job specific safety training. So you can explain other things like the hot water safety training, gas cuttings, and what is importance of LPG cylinders, how to save the environment. So cutting bending machine. So specials defined by yourself. What is the special safety trainings, like that all are considered about the job specific safety trainings. Thanks guys, today session is over. So if any guides, any suggestions for me, so please give me suggestions in chat box. Thanks guys, thanks for watching my video. Thanks.